FlossTube. Welcome to Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time. Today is Wednesday, February 16th. And, sorry, I feel like I just need to move you back a little further. Okay, there we go. I think that's good. Look, it's daylight outside. I know it's not Tuesday. I was gonna do Tuesdays. So close to Tuesday though. It's only Wednesday, right? And I'll get it posted tonight. So even when I do Tuesday, like when it's way dark out, it doesn't get posted till, so it's kind of like the same thing. Kinda. Anyway. Oh, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, that's good enough. And now I'm having second thoughts. I don't know, whatever. We're gonna go with it though, because it's Wednesday, February 16th. Welcome to my channel, Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time. I'm Janelle. And if you are a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. If you are a new subscriber, new viewer, welcome. And I hope you like what you see. So this is a channel about mainly cross stitch, and I talk about other crafts that I do, crochet, knitting, shopping. It's a very large craft of mine. Let's see what else. I talk about all kinds of things. I had some wood signs made. Oh, that was one. I started reading through the comments. I haven't gotten them answered and that kind of thing yet because my computer's not always with me, and I think I said it before, but I'm on the computer all day for work. So at night, I don't like to be on the computer, but that's all right. Well, we're gonna get there. So one of the comments I saw, so speaking of other crafts that I do, one of them a couple of weeks ago, I had a whole bunch of wood signs that I had made. And you know, a lot of people, you can do it with your Cricut. You just grab a piece of wood, some dollar, maybe they're not $1 anymore. I don't know. I haven't bought paint for a while because I have a lot in my bucket. But you know, those $1 things of paint where you just wipe it on or you stain it or whatever, and then you can use a Cricut as a template, kind of like Chocolate Tour in a way, but not it's not like screened kind of paste stuff, it's paint. And then you just kind of, you know, use the template to find where color in the lines basically, or outside of the lines. Anyway, so if you want to see those wood signs, go back a couple of videos. So I'm going through and editing my video, and I realized I went off on the tangent of the wood signs, and I didn't even get to the point that I was going to make. So here's the point that I was going to make. Janet Jabber, I believe, asked about the wood signs and where I got them. I got a lot of the kits at a place called Appleberry Addicts, and it's in Anoka, Minnesota. And they do have a website and a Facebook group, so you can go check them out. But I know there's a lot of other wood sign places around. We have another one called Paint and Palette. We have another one called Board and Brush. So wherever you guys are too, you probably have some local places around. But I know Appleberry Addicts does do shipping, and they have quarterly craft crates and all kinds of things. So this one, I think, is FlossTube number 11. If it's not 11, it's 12. And right here will be where I say what it really is after I double check, after I'm done recording and all that jazz. So, okay, so welcome to my channel about all these things. So let's start. I made notes. Yes, I made notes. I went through things. My gosh, you guys, I don't have piles and piles and piles. All of my haul is right here in this one chair. This is all, there's still enough there, but that's it. I still have a few shipments coming, but you know, they're not here yet. So there we are. Okay, so updates. My rooms are still in chaos. Well, one of them's not chaotic at all. One's completely, basically empty except for my desk, and I will throw a picture in it here. So this room here, that's my den, and it was my office and where I stored yarn. and miscellaneous crafts. And now it's going to be my office / stitchy room and I'm gonna have my yarn in there and my cross stitch in there. So we're converting that, and I have a nice stitchy chair that'll go back in there and everything like that. So we've got it painted, we got new blinds, we've got the trim painted. All we're waiting for is carpet, and the carpet should come on the 23rd. So one more week for carpet. And then once carpet's in there, then we can start bringing everything back in. And this chaotic room, as you can see, the path is not even a clear path anymore. I've had to go in there a couple times, and things are I've had to like rummage through and think for things, and things are starting to get chaotic up there. So I can't wait, and I'm trying to stay out of there because I don't want to create more chaos up there, because as I unpack it, it might still be somewhat in order. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, I'm drinking coffee tonight. Can you guys tell? It's my 4th cup. No, not my 4th. Third cup of coffee today. Actually, no. This is my coffee, tea, coffee, tea. It is my 4th cup, 3rd cup of coffee, 1 cup of tea. I'm gonna be up all night. Crazy. Anyway, okay, let's get going. So yeah, so the rooms are still in chaos, but they are in the works, and I can see the light. Look, it's light outside, and there's my light in the reflection too. So look at all the light I see. Oh, isn't that pretty? I know Zan likes the snow, and right now our snow it's like melted, frozen, melted, frozen, melted, frozen. And it's in my front yard, it's not pretty at all. But in the backyard, nobody walks in the backyard, so it's pretty, except for the deer tracks. There's some deer tracks back there, and you know, it's cool. I think there's bunny tracks back there too. We have lots of little bunnies around here. So there you go. There, rooms, there. Okay, next, what did I do this last weekend? Last weekend, I went to a lock-in, and we weren't really locked in, but they lock the door so other people can't get in. So we are locked in a way, but we can get out. And it's at my local yarn shop, Be Woolen, and I help out there with things, with like social things. So I help out at the lock-ins. There's always food served and stuff like that. So I like help out with getting things prepped and doing dishes afterwards, and just, engaging people and helping make sure that, we're all having a good time. So yeah, so I do that at the lock-ins. And then I also host a Zoom session on Mondays from 6 to 8, and it's Be Woolen in Champlin, Minnesota. So if anyone's interested, it's just a group of people, and we gather online in Zoom and talk and chat and knit and stitch and crochet. Some people, there's some cross stitch in there too sometimes, but mainly it's yarn. And we always get ideas off of each other, kind of like this, but a little more, what's the word? Instant communication with Zoom, where here it's kind of, you do this, you talk, and you feel like somebody's answering back. And actually, in my head, some people are answering back. So. Oh, Chris, my husband's gonna have a fun time with me tonight, isn't he? All right, now going on from there. Lock-in. So at the lock-ins, we always get like a little piece of like a participation gift kind of thing. And they always do such great jobs at putting these participation gifts together. And this is what we got this time. The theme of the lock-in this week was everything mini. So here's our mini. And I forgot that there was crinkly stuff. Oh, hang on. I always forget there's crinkly stuff. But they do such a great job at putting things together. So for this, we have a little mini project bag. Isn't that cute? I love this size for like putting things in there to put in your bigger project bag, so you're not always fishing around for it all. So we got that. We got 3 mini skeins. And to be honest, I'm not sure. Oh, I think it's Be Woolen sock yarn. So they have their own labeled yarn. So this is sock yarn. It is super soft. The colors are showing up really great tonight. So, and what this makes is a Ganoris bag charm. So it makes this cute, cute, cute little gnome. And let me tell you, this little gnome, this is a piece of paper here. The whole thing is probably about 5.5 inches. And the pattern might even say how big he ends up being. But basically, you're using 2 circular needles in the round, or double points or magic loop or whatever. But yeah, it's the cutest little thing. So that was so that we got the pattern for Ganoris. We got the yarn to make Ganoris, and I'm telling you, we can make lots of Ganorises out of all this yarn because he was so tiny. The bag and a little sock, a yarn sock. So I don't know if you've seen these before, but basically what you do is, let me show you. I even have yarn. Imagine that, I have yarn. You put, usually you have it in a cake rather than wound in a ball, but I have a story about this yarn ball. So you put it in there and then you can pull out from the middle of your cake, and when the cake starts to flop apart, it doesn't flop apart so much. So that's what yarn socks are for. So that was pretty cool. So there you go. We got the yarn sock as well. Oh, and look at that. It's on a cute little, that could be a fun little floss holder thing someday. So that's what we got from the lock-in. So that was super fun. Oh, and some little kisses, and then some a sticker that says, thank you for being a fiber friend, with a ball of yarn. So pretty cute. They always put a lot of thought into everything, and they do an awesome, awesome job. So pretty amazing. Okay, let's see. So since we started that, let's go into our haul, shall we? All right, so next, when I was there, okay, so rewind. Oh, wait a minute. What else did I do this weekend? Did I do anything else fun? Monday was Valentine's Day. So I didn't really do anything extra fun. Sunday was the Super Bowl. So I hung out with my husband. We sat around, we watched the Super Bowl, watched other TV. What did we have for dinner? Oh, steak. He made steak that night, and I made homemade mac and cheese in the crock pot. And it was it was the Paula Deen recipe, I think, or one of those recipes with the Gruyere cheese, and oh, it was so good. And it made so much that I'm eating it every day this week. It's so good. So yes. Okay, so that's what we did there. And then Monday, we didn't do a whole lot of special things. Oh, I do have to show you. I'm gonna put up some pictures in here. These are the flowers that my husband gave me. All of a sudden Friday, I got a ding dong at the door, and I'm like, who's at my front door? Because I don't get people at my front door often. And it was a flower delivery guy. And oh, I was more worried about him than the flowers because it was so slippery out. It was that ice storm kind of thing that came through Thursday night, and when all the hits your windows, you know, all of that, and so it just layered our entire area in like a sheet of ice. So I saw him walking up, and I'm like, oh, and I'm like, be careful, because I hadn't gotten salt out or anything yet. I'm like, why? Because nobody comes to my door. Hello. So yeah, so he brought me flowers. So he brought me the big pink spray of flowers, and he just did it out of the kindness of his heart because he's been gone and he loves me and he wanted me to know that he loves me and I love him too, so he's pretty cool. So then all of a sudden Monday rolls around, I'm like, ding ding, you know, another doorbell. I'm like, oh, okay, and I was way not prepared for this one. I was very surprised. I got another bouquet of flowers from him for Valentine's Day, and I seriously thought these big pink ones were for Valentine's Day, but they were just because, and the ones with the red flowers, and I'm looking at them as I'm describing them to you. There's purple and pink and all in there too, and those were from Valentine's Day. So yeah, so that was the rest of my week, and that brings us to yesterday. Kind of crappy day, busy at work kind of stuff. Today I'll work again, you know. Yesterday I was in a him-ha mode, you know, that kind of stuff. But hey, I'm back, I'm spunky tonight, and I'm feeling it, so we are gonna get our stuff together. Let's do it. Okay, now we can go to haul. So, on the way to the lock-in on Saturday, I had to stop at Target because I only wore a t-shirt. Why would I go out of the house in just a t-shirt in the middle of winter? Because I wasn't thinking. You know me. I'm freezing all the time. All the time I'm cold. And I'm like, okay. So I walked, but I was having, I don't know, for that last week I was warmer than normal. But yeah, so I had to stop and buy a sweatshirt. So I bought a sweatshirt. And as I'm walking out of the store, there was a lady there, and she had a hat on, and the hat had two pom-poms. It was like two pom-poms right here, and it looked kind of like Mickey Mouse ears. So I'm kind of wondering if it might have been the Love Your Melon Mickey ones. But I'm thinking, that can't be hard to make. I only need two matching pom-poms. So at the yarn shop that day, let me show you. I went on a pom-pom hunt in the shop to see if I could find matching pom-poms, because they get their pom-poms in bulk, so they're not always all matching. And I thought, I am going to make a double pom-pom hat. So these are the first pom-poms that I found. Okay, now these are quite amazing. I gotta fluff them up for you. Look at these. So they're like burgundy maroonish, but they have more of a brown tint, but they have a darker tint in them and the lighter tint. And aren't they just cool? And they're pretty close to being the exact same. And I've got this yarn to pair it with. I've got Rowan felted tweed. I'm gonna have to hold it double because I found the pattern for the hat that I want, and I'm gonna have to hold it double, but that is going to be a super sweet hat. Yes, it is. Okay, so then as I'm searching for these, you know how you have to like dig through all the pom-poms to find a matching pair? I found these. So I'm gonna have two double pom-pom hats. And so here we are for these pom-poms. And again, they're matching. They're a nice neutral. They have grays and browns. And I'm gonna do it with a black hat. So yes, so there we go. Things on the radar to watch for. Yes, yes, yes. Super excited for those. Okay, what's next in our pile? I'm telling you, this isn't that big. I have this 131 bag, and this is it, plus a little bit more. There's a little bit more in here than what is haul, so it's not even full of haul. It is kind of like to-dos for videos. Okay, so let's look at this. I got the new just cross stitch catalog, and I found two things that I liked in here. I don't know if I'll do them, but I found two things that I liked. I found Happy Easter. He's a cute little bunny, and I love it on that bag. Oh, one of my little things that I marked that I had extra because I only found 2 things. So, and then the other one that was kind of cool is if I ever needed to do like some eggs or something like that, it was the Easter egg trio. And they're cute, but it's not something, you know, neither one are something I'm dying to do right away. So those will get stored away. Or if I decide not to do it, I don't know what I'll do with the cat magazine. Oh, well, we'll figure it out. Okay, next we have, okay, so I first saw this at, hang on, I'm gonna have some crinkles. So let's get the crinkles out of the way for this one. Okay, so I first saw this, Melina, Count Twice, Stitch Once. She had purchased this at one point in time, and I thought this was really cool. Now, I'm not really sure what the name brand of this is. Riolis, R-I-O-L-I-S. And it's these snowflakes, and I thought they were just so cute. And it has the floss, and it has the plastic. So yeah, so I'm excited to do these. These are cute. So it'll probably be a next winter project that I do. And I got those from Volcano Stitching. I also got, I think I'm pretty sure I got those from Volcano Stitching. I got 2 pieces of fabric. This is an 18 count Ada. I don't know the name, I think I just got this off of one of their, they do some sort of albums and stuff like that. And so this is a green. So let's see if I can make the green show up better. Maybe like that. That looks better. It's not an army green, but it's not a bright green, but it's green. It's kind of like a muted Shrek green. I'm gonna call it muted Shrek. That's what I think it is, muted Shrek green. So that's 18 count Ada. And this is also an 18 count Ada. And I don't know the name of this one either, but hey, I'll match my fabric. Look at that. So I have been looking for this color, and this is cool. So I'm gonna have to try to keep this in mind. And there is a number at the bottom down there, 2968. I don't know if that means anything, but I'm going to see if there's anything that goes along with that. But oh my gosh, isn't that, look, you can't even tell where my sweatshirt ends and the fabric starts. Just kidding. Okay, so that's what I got from Volcano Stitching. Then, while I was at Target, you have to hit the dollar spot. So, hello, they had this, and this seems pretty universal. It was $3. I'm like, that's pretty good. And this is like is it like a paper size? It's like a normal, yeah, little bit bigger maybe than a piece of paper, like 9 by 11 or something like that. But I thought that was pretty cool, and that will come in handy someday. Let's see. Those are all Paris. We're not to Paris yet. We don't talk about Paris till March. That's a present for somebody I need to send off. All right. We are down to, you know how I've got my Black Needle Society planner and journal. Well, my markers that I'm using, I found, are bleeding a little bit through the pages. So I found some planner pens, and look at all the colors in there. So there's 2 rows of colors. So I'm hoping that this might be not so bleedable on the pages. So speaking of my planner, oh, we'll come back to that. We'll talk to that when we do the progress and stuff. But, so where did I order this from? I don't remember. But look, I got some pretty fabric. I got some ballerina fabric. Isn't that gorgeous? I got some marbled. This is like a pink and brown marble. Oh, right there. That's where it says I got it from. I can't see without taking it all out. So I got some purple marbled, some other purple to match. Oh, this one was cool. This one's a knitting one. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it. We're taking it off. We are taking this off. All right, and then we can see some better. So, oh, look at that ballerina. Isn't that pretty? And these are all half yards that I got. And the name of this place, oh, this is from Annika's Arts. And I got it off Etsy. And I went there looking for ladybug fabric. That's what it was. And I found all these other great things. So this, yes. So this is why I went there looking for this fabric. Look at this. Isn't that cute? Look at the little ladybugs on there. And then I got this coordinate to go with it, this stripe. And then I also got this little ladybug. Look at the baby ladybugs to go with it too. So I think that'll make a really cute bag. So I got that. So, and then these marbles, the pink marble, the fuchsia marble. Here's like an Aborigine, I think it was called marble. I thought those were just really cool. And they will make great things. There's a good picture of that one. And then here's just a cute blender that I thought went well with this ballerina fabric that goes with this ballerina fabric. Oh, maybe not. I think these two together alone are just good. Yeah. And then I got, oh, here's a purple marble. And then a plain purple. And here's the knitting. This is why we took it apart so you guys can see this one. Look at this cute fabric. It has sheep on it, it has love, it has knitting is my happy place, all you knit is love, stitch wool, love to knit yarn, all the sheep and all. Isn't that super cute? I think it's so super cute. So that was a fun find. Absolutely. So we will go ahead and put it right there. Okay, and now this is it. Just this and I'm done. That's it for haul. Can you guys believe it? I ordered this from To Die For Fabrics because I want to venture out and try different things. This one is called Wisteria Gray. This is 18 count Aida. Ooh, that's coming across really good. It's kind of purpley, but it's kind of gray. So that's pretty. This one is Lakeside Tan. Again, 18 count Aida. And I got a big piece of this one because this was a potential for the flag. And I saw it on Janet's, is it Janet? Either Vicky Stitch and Button or Janet Jabber. I saw it on there and now I just saw it today too. I'm losing it. Anyways, I like this brown. I think this brown might be a good contender for that. Then we have Flamingo Feather, 18 count Aida. Again, this is pretty true. It might be a little more pinker than what it's showing there, but let's see. What happens when I put it behind that? Yeah, I don't know. It's cute though. All right, and then this was one of them that I got a little bit bigger piece also. This is 18 count Aida and this is parchments. This was my original thought of doing that flag, but I'm not sure the white will pop very well. So that's why I'm thinking this Lakeside Tan might be better so that the white will pop better on this. I think that that's what I'm going to end up doing is on this one. And I know I had a parchment in my last video, but so far these guys are winning. And then I had one more here. It's a little bit bigger piece again. This one is light carbon gray. And it's pretty true. It's like grayish, tannish, brownish, neutralish. It's very cool. Very, very nice. So yeah, so that, my friends, is my haul. That's it. What? Now I have maybe 4 or 5 more orders coming in. And that includes, I have a sip and stitch box coming from Forbidden Fiber. I have some fabric from One Shop. I ordered something from Black Ribbon Design Studio. Let's see. I'm still waiting for my Live or Die LA order. There's a lot of things in there. I ordered a snag nabbit and it's in there, and I've been waiting to use my snag nabbit on so many things. So hopefully that'll come soon. But I did order fabric in there too, so they're probably having to dye that fabric. Yeah, there's not too much that I'm waiting for, but there are a few things that I am waiting for. And yeah, so there we go. Okay, FFOs, fully finished objects. Are you guys ready for this? I have been working on the handy owl, and you know what? No, I do have it. I have it right here. I'm like, did I put the pattern away? But no. So this is the handy owl. The handy owl is a knitting thing. It's called the double knit handy owl. Here it is. And Knitting by Post, it looks like, is the designer. And it is so fun. So somebody brought it into the yarn shop, and then everybody went gaga over it, and we said we gotta do it. So we did it as a Monday knit along, and I think there's only one more person that doesn't have it done, and she's getting close, but here is mine. Here's my handy owl. Look at him, isn't he so cute? Now the thing that makes him handy is he has pockets. So I can put in like a scissor, a pencil, a pen. There's a pocket here, there's a pocket. There's pockets all the way around. So there's, in the back, there's one here, there's one here, there's one here, there's one here. So it's double layers of pockets. And then there's even ones under the wings, and so everywhere around. So scissors and stuff we can put right in there. And I put a rock in the bottom. Now my owl's name is Wanda. Now let me tell you why I named my owl Wanda. I was searching around my house the other day looking for something to weight down my owl, and I'm like, I didn't want to have to go upstairs in my craft room and dig around and try to find my little pellet beads, because I don't know where they are. No clue. So I went into this cup, and I almost grabbed like some of those like rock things that you put in bases. I almost grabbed some of those, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I might actually have a rock about this size. Well, I had a friend named Wanda, and Wanda had a brain tumor, and she passed away a few years ago now. And she was just one of the sweetest ladies around. And we all had painted rocks, and it had Wanda's Hope written on it. So I have Wanda's rock inside my owl. So here I present you Wanda. Wanda, my handy owl. So Wanda's with me wherever I need to be now. So there we go. She gets to travel more, and that rock came in handy. Hey, it came in handy for my handy owl. So here's Wanda, my owl. So there we go. Yeah, so I have an FFO. Oh, all right. Next I have an FO. So I don't even remember. I think I started this. I think I showed it in the last video. And I went ahead and I rocked it. The next 2 days, that night and the following day, I rocked it. This is my Mill Hill, and I want to do a Mill Hill every month. So my monthly Mill Hill. This one is I Love, and it's Love Notes. And here it is. Now it's not fully finished yet, but I wanted to make sure I got this little charm stone on, and so I started cutting, and I have to finish cutting and put a backing on as well, but I did the little beading for the strand here. All of the music, the treble clef and the bass clef, those are beads. This is all, there's a lot of black back stitching in there. There's little charms on there. So yeah, and I'll even show you my back. It's bad, but you know what? I don't care because it's going to be covered in felt. So here is my FO for my February monthly mill hill. So yay! So happy. And I used my bead bed. Yes. So I think, who was it? Was it when I watched Laura Landis do it? And yeah, I think it was Laura Landis with beading in a bead bed, or was it somebody else? I don't know. Somebody's bead bed wasn't right, and it wasn't sticky. But yeah, both sides are sticky right here. So yeah, and mine has a little magnet thing here for my beading needles to stay. So I always know where my little beading needles are, or AKA Ymir's normal everyday needles. So Ymir, if you ever need to borrow a needle from me, they're in my bead case. All right, so there's my FO. Yay! All right, whips, 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 whips. Okay, let me look at my planner. Let me get to my February section. And in my February section, where's my tracker? Here we are. And I even filled it out a little bit before we started today. So I filled in, made sure all of my dates were in there, and all of my stitching and all my floss progress. Stitching floss with my fat floss and my regular floss. So there we go. So I'm just marking like what days I work on what. So let's see. So I worked on my mill hill. I did not work on my historical sampler sheep yet. Again, and autumn rules got a little, I think I might have worked on autumn rules a little bit. So we'll pull that out and check it out. I definitely did finish my owl. Showed you that. I showed you my mill hill. So I'm just going to go through the pile of what I've got here. So last video, it was determined that Stormy Nights was the winner, and I went back and I read the comments and looked at the comments more. I feel like my camera got shifted, and I apologize for that. Oh my gosh, look at how dark it is outside, you guys. Look at how fast that light goes. Oh, weird. It's only been 36 minutes. So strange. Okay, so Stormy Nights won. I went back through the comments and I found that I had some more comments, but Stormy Nights still won in the end. So, Professor Hulk, you have to wait your turn. Stormy Nights, you're on deck. So, I didn't want to try to find where my yarn winder was in my room. So, I had to wind this ball by hand. It took me 2 hours. It was a tangled mess, but I got it done. I got it done in 2 hours. So this was what I did Monday from 6 to 8 during my Zoom session, is I wound my yarn by hand. But it's casted on, and I think I have 3 rows on there. So, and pretty soon, I think I have to do I have to do 3 more rows of ribbing, or maybe six more rows of ribbing, I think. I think I have to repeat it a couple times. And then once I have that done, then it's just 11 inches of regular stockinette stitch, and it's just round and round and round. So my sock hat is underway. And if I do have a picture of it. I'll throw the picture here. So this is the sock hat, and it's by Stephen B. And it was something that I got back a long time ago. I'm gonna say 2014, 2015, something like that. Had a yarn shop hop when Yarn Garage was still a yarn shop, and it was Stephen B was the designer. And I didn't want to go up in my room and try to find the pattern, so I knew I had a paper copy of it up there, so I just bought a digital copy of it, and so now I have it. And yeah, that's where I got that picture from. So there we go. So we are off and running, and I think the pattern was possibly published in a magazine as well. So not sure about that, but I think that's what I noticed on that pattern when I purchased it. So yeah, and then let's see, what else? Stephen B. magazine pattern, blah, blah, blah. Yep, and the name of it was, I believe, sock or hat and cowl or something. I don't know. We saw the picture of it already. We don't need to put the picture of it again, but yeah. So I'm sure I put the name of it probably up somewhere too. If not, it's like sock cowl pattern, and I'll have it printed out next time for the video so you guys can see. Okay. Okay, next in my pile. Oh, I would have had more knitting done last night. I probably would have had all the ribbon done, but this is in my pile because I wanted to share a story. So I was having a hard time knitting last night, and all of a sudden I'm just sitting here going, oh, I'm just bored. When my husband had on TV, I wasn't enjoying it. And I wanted to stitch on something, but I really didn't know what I wanted to stitch on. And I had the hat there. I'm like, let's just work on the hat. And I pulled it out and I didn't have fun. And I'm like, whatever. So thought, fine. So I went upstairs. I was going to go throw something else on TV. And I thought, all right, well, my room, the lighting in my room is not the brightest. And this is a darker yarn. So I thought, oh, so I'm leaning over pretend this is my lamp right here. So I'm sitting there in bed knitting like this. Not comfortable. My husband walks in, he's like, you don't have to sit like that. We can turn the light on. And I'm like, the light's not bright enough, so not a big deal. And then I remembered, I've got these and I know where they are in my craft room and they are easily grabbable. So I went to go get this and I turned on my lights, and I can do this because they're not very bright. If they were bright, you would, oh, weird. If they were bright, you would see something shining at you. So note to self, always make sure that your lights that you need for your stitching are charged. So I now need to find the cord, which is hopefully in the same spot where this was, so I can charge them up so I can have more light to knit. So there you go. There's a funny story. But that was yesterday when my stitchy bug was just yesterday and the day before. And now my stitchy bug is back, so I'm not gonna have any problems tonight. None. Okay, next on the pile then. So February 14th was Valentine's Day. It was also Athena's, Stitching Goddess Design's, birthday. And, ooh, it's a good thing my dog wasn't there because the scissors just fell and that could have hurt very much. So in honor of Valentine's Day and Athena's birthday, or we'll just say in honor of Athena's birthday because we'll just make it all about her, I decided to start Valentine gnomes from Autumn Lane Stitchery. So I started, and remember, you know, Stitchy Bug really wasn't there, but I knew I needed to stitch. So this is my start. I got, so this and this little piece right there is what I actually got done on Valentine's Day. The rest of this I got done today. So here is the pattern again, and I am going to, I'm gonna do my darndest to get some stitching done on this tonight. This is what I'm gonna work on because it's feeling good. I do still have to map out because I'm doing a color conversion, and right now I'm just using these, but I don't know exactly what's going where. I just pulled one and said, yay, yep, that looks good. Let's do that one there. And then I have these also that I'm going to incorporate in. So I need to actually do the conversion to say which one is gonna be which, but then I'll continue stitching. So yeah, so there we go. Valentine gnomes. All right, and then, let's see. This is Harry Potter. I did not do anything with Harry Potter. That one was just down here from the last video, still just in case I wanted to pick it up. All right, I think that's everything I stitched on. Let's see, I did the owl. I did Autumn Rules. Oh, where's my Autumn Rules? Here it is. I put it back in the bag. So little progress made on Autumn Rules. Let's make sure we don't lose that needle. That can be bad. So this is Autumn Rose. Oh, and again, we're falling. I am so sorry. Not having a good day with the camera. Oh. So Autumn Rose Primrose Cottage Stitches. And last time, I honestly don't remember where I was last time. I think I did not have any of this green filled in. So I started filling in the green. I think I did this. I think picking might have been there, but I'm starting the give thanks section now too. So what I want to do, here's a better picture. Well, actually, what I want to do is I want to get down to, this is on my Whipco board. So, and this was the call this month. So before I put this away, I want to get down to the give thanks and I want to fill in this border and this acorn. So I want all of this done before I put it away. And that gives me 1, 2, 3, I've worked on it 4 days so far. So it'll give me plenty, at least one more day, and probably even 2 or 3 more, to get down there and do that. So that's my plan for Autumn Rose for the rest of the month. So we'll pull that out next time. I have progress on it. Let's see. So I'm kind of doing whip and plans all together. I think that's everything that I actually stitched. The owl. Here, I did that last week. The owl, didn't have that. The gnomes, Autumn Rules, Mill Hill, and the hat. Yep, that's everything I worked on. So going into plans. Plans for this week. Maple Lane. I did not get to Maple Lane. The last clue I have for Maple Lane was this. So this part came out about a week or so ago. The 5th. It came out the 5th, so 11 days ago. So I need to print out the updated pattern and work on that. Otherwise, I've got that whole thing done except for that bottom section. So, oops. So just a reminder, this is what it is. And so I have that bottom section that I have to work on there. So I will go ahead and get going on that. And I'm using all the called for colors and fabric and everything that was called for. So yeah, okay, I'm also going to work on my gnomes. And how much progress do I want to make on my gnomes this week? I'm gonna figure out my colors. I would love to finish this week. You know what? I'm gonna make this a goal to finish this week, because if I come back to you on the 22nd, that means I still have 6 days left. Yeah, I'm gonna finish it this week. We're gonna get some Valentine's done in this house. I don't have any Valentines in my house, so we're gonna get that done. So that is a focus project. Autumn Rules, we're gonna get done through Give Thanks. Historical Sheep, this is also on my radar. Historical Sampler Company, Baba Black Sheep. I did not touch this. So this is where I left off last time I showed you. Here it goes this way. My goal for this week is to get the middle sheep done, the one in the middle, this one here, the black one, and all of the hearts for all of the sheep. That's what I'm going to do. That's my goal. Hearts and the black sheep in the middle. And then, okay, you guys, I did take notes. I thought about this stuff beforehand. Yes, I did. Okay, I'm not gonna get to any of those other random Valentine's things. I still have to print out some patterns. My slice sweater, I have to get back to that, but if I get all of these things done this week, that means I have the last week of the month that I can focus on the slice sweater. If I finish this stuff prior to that, that means that I can get going on that a little bit sooner. So yeah, So I think that's, let's see, Maple Lane, the gnomes, Autumn Rules, the sock hat. I'll work on the sock hat. That's an easy knit. So that's going to be a good travel or just sitting around, easy thing to do anywhere. The sweater and the HS sheep. And then what's that other one? Oh, I'm gonna get to my comments. I really am, I promise, this week. I promise, because I don't have anything going on this weekend. So this weekend is going to be just a chill weekend at home. I don't have any plans to go anywhere on Saturday or Sunday. So I am home. So we're gonna get those done. And then the other thing I gotta start working on too is I have to figure out, but I kind of feel like I need to do this after my carpet's installed. When I'm starting to put things away, but I need to sit down and do project cards of some sort to write out like what the project is, the name, the fabric, you know, when I started it, you know, all that kind of stuff. I want to start tracking that, and I'm getting to a better spot where I can do that. So yeah, so that, oh, what's this? What? Oh yeah, low-key weekend. See, I took notes. I have a low-key weekend, so I can get all this stuff done. All right, who's with me? Oh, I'm gonna try to, that's the other thing. I'm gonna try to join some stitch-alongs this week. So I think Virtual Stitchers, I'm part of the group. I have to check to see how you join in, if they just do it through Facebook rooms or what they do, but that Friday night I might try to join in and see, you know, see what's going on, see who's all part of that, and see what it is. And if I can, I kind of want to see, there's Sunshine Stitchers, Garen Stitchery. I think he hosts a Sunday sale or Sunday knit along, stitch along, stitching, FlossTube, cross stitch. Yes. Okay. Back on track. I gotta figure out how that works too. I think there's a Zoom link in there, so I thought that might be fun to join into. So if I'm having a really stitchy weekend, I think that could be super fun. And like I said, I have no plans to go anywhere, so it's either stitch or clean my house, and I'd rather stitch. I might end up cleaning though too. I don't know. We'll see. At least laundry. We're gonna do laundry. Yeah. Because, you know, we need more daytime pajamas. Yeah. More comfy clothes. I'm starting to get to my jeans. I'm running out of the leggings and I'm getting to the jean pile, and we want to be comfy and wear comfy clothes if we're not having to go out in public. Jeans are for public. All right. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm done rambling. I think that's it for me. I hope you guys all had a wonderful Valentine's Day, and you know, I hope you're enjoying your winter wherever you are, whatever winter looks like for you. And let's see what else. Yeah, thank you all for coming back again. I appreciate it, and welcome to the new ones. And I hope you enjoyed what you saw. And look, I am back to about an hour or so video, even less maybe, I don't know. It depends on how long this second or third goodbye that I started is gonna last. Yeah. So anyway, on the next, after this is done, there should be a little picture. Instagram, my Instagram is at knittinginzim, and so is my Ravelry name if anyone's interested in checking out. I don't have everything updated in Ravelry, but that's where I am. If that's your form of contact for knitting and crocheting kinds of things. Facebook, Janelle Moran, that's me. And let's see, what else? Yeah, and here, coffee, wine, and stitching time. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening, or if you're watching this in the morning, a wonderful day. But I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.